lotus feet again and again. Gurudev, we are most fortunate to regularly seek your association and hear from you from the start of this Kartik month and from ever. And especially in this Radha Sunya series where we are getting nourished every day with the nourishing feast around Radha Sunya, the missing mercy. And today we have gathered to read more about how Gadadhar Pandit rectified the offenses. Um, Before we actually begin the session, we have a few quick announcements for all the devotees who have joined us. So this session is available in Portuguese and Hindi interpretations. By clicking on the interpretation icon, which looks like a globe, you can join the respective channels and relish the lecture in your preferred language. सभी हिंदी भाषी भक्तों के लिए ये एक सूचना है कि अगर वो इस कथा को हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं तो अपनी स्क्रीन के दाहिने निचले ग्लोब आइकन पर क्लिक करके हिंदी का चयन करें और वहाँ से आप इस कथा को हिंदी में सुन सकेंगे. So with this announcement, one more quick thing as a reminder to keep your pen and journal ready for the session to write down your reflections that we can, you know, refer to later on, or we can put it into the discussion forum to Srila Gurudev. So with this in mind, I think we can start the session with a beautiful bhajan we have planned today. We have a bhajan by Tulasi Kripavati Mataji. She is looking to sing Das Gadadhar Pranagora. And this beautiful bhajan is written by His Grace Yadudasa. So we request Tulsi Kripavati Mataji to help us with the song. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dasa Gadadhara Pranagora Pura Bacharita Bilabura Dasa Gadadhara Pranagora Pura Bacharita Bilabura Bijuri Bharana Tanu Chura Kamalanayana Mahalora Bijuri Bharana Tanu Chura Kamalanayana Mahalora Kanaka Kamala Mukakanti Hashita Kasaya Mani Moti Kanaka Kamala Mukakanti Hashita Kasaya Mani Moti Dasa Gadadhar Pranagura Pura Bacharita Bilabura Dasa Gadadhar Pranagura Pura Bacharita Bilabura Bipula Pulakai Panakampa Hari Hari Bali Dejampa Vipula Pulaka Bhavakampa Hari Hari Bali Dejampa Najana Hanishi Nijana She Sagana Chikura Chirakase Najana Hanisi Nijana Se Sagana Chikura Chirakase Dasagadada Pranaguran Pura Bacharita Devamuran Dasagadada Pranaguran Pura Bacharita Devamuran Gana Gana Mahi Padiyaya Hemagiri Dharani Lotaya Gana Gana Mahi Padiyaya Hemagiri Dharani Lotaya Bashala Bhuvana Primarase Yaduidila Karmadase Bhashana Bhuvana Primarase Yaduidila Karmadase Dasagadadhar Pranagura Pura Bacharita Bilambura Dasagadadhar Pranagura Pura Bacharita Bilambura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Shiva Gurudeva. Translation. Lord Gaura is the life breath of Gadadhara. Here in the past times, he enjoyed in his previous avatars. Lord Gaura is overcome with ecstasy. Lord Gaura's complexion is fair like a lightning flash. His original form, the form of Krishna, is carefully hidden within. Tears of ecstatic love stream for Laura Gaura's lotus eyes. Laura Gaura's face is like a golden lotus. Laura Gaura joyfully laughs, showing the pearls of his graceful teeth. Overcome with ecstasy, he trembles. The hairs of his body stand erect, calling out, Hari, Hari! He jumps in the air, overwhelmed by tasting the nectar of devotion from a person who is actually himself. He does not know if it is day or night. His lotus feet resemble the thunder clouds. His ecstatic nectar of devotional love is enough to flood the three worlds. Only Yadudasa, due to his reactions of fruitive actions, is denied to this. Haribo.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji, for this soulful offering uh, to Srila Gurudev and all the devotees. It definitely invokes the mercy of our most beloved Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I think with this, we are in a good shape to maybe start today's session. Um, so today we are going to reflect on how Gadadhar Pandit rectified his offenses. I kindly request Demo Srila Gurudev to please take over the session.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namene Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravadi Vache Vivistisa Sunnavad Vastate Sarasari Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Vache Sasundari Asataditarin Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasai Dora Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasai Dora Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Dora Bhakta Vinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Dora Bhakta Vinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Gurudev 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 Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev Gurudev, Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Astutarasita Sri Srimad. The Divine Grace. ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Astutarasita Sri Srimad. The Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Gudi Vaishnava Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Friends, go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Gauravadam Ki Jai. Brindavandam Ki Jai, Mathuradam Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapudam Ki Jai, Jagannath Puridam Ki Jai, Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Ganges Mai Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prabhupada Smriti. Tita Swami Mr. Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Shaitan Sri Gaura Karuna Sakti Bhakti Tirtha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshul Manitam Jana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Anubhisam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Hyam Radati Swapadantikam Pandeham Shri Gurun Shri Utapara Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saka Yahugana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivan Sadhuitam Savadutam Purijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devan Shri Radha Krishna Padasahagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivan Sadhuitam Savadutam Purijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devan Shri Radha Krishna Padasahagana Radha Krishna. Hey Krishna, Karuna, Sindhu Dinabandhu, Jagatpati Gopisa, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namasviti, Tapta Kanchana, Gurangira, De Brindavanishwari, Brisabhanu, Suti Devi, Panamami, Hari Priye, Vanchukal Pataru, Vyascha Kripa, Sundu Jaye, Vacha, Patitanam Pavanibhyo. Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Radha Sunya Ki Jai. Bhishmadev Ki Jai, Bhishma Panchaka Ki Jai, Yashoda Damodara Ki Jai, Radha Damodara Ki Jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Hare Krishna Jai devotees. We wish all of you happy Ekadasi in India, happy Dwadasi in Africa, Brazil. Yes, we are on our discussion, Radha Sunya. So let's continue. Trying to understand the danger of Aparadhas so we can carefully, successfully avoid them and be progressive in our Christian consciousness to the successful end. So today, day 25, we are looking at Gadadhara Pandit, how he rectifies his offenses towards Pundari Vidyanidhi. Pundari Vidyanidhi. Chitama will say, Father, Father, Father. Devotee was surprised. Who is Father? Jagannath Mishra lived a long time ago. Chitama is feeling suppression. So devotee asks, who is the Father you are calling? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will say, none of you will understand him. If you see him, you will never understand. Because externally, he's exactly like a gross materialist who is fully absorbed in sense gratification. But his inside is fully Krishna conscious. That is a paradox. Yes, we don't see like that in this material world. Someone is a fool, is a fool. Someone is educated, is educated. We see different situation in Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And at the same time, he becomes a servant of his servants. Yet, his position remains the same. So we see Krishna's pure devotees, they have his qualities, like father, like son. They say, like father, like son. So Pundarek Vidyanidhi, externally, a gross materialist, internally, a completely perfect Krishna conscious Amala Bhakta, a devotee of Krishna. So let's see what happened in his dealings. What his dear devotee, Gadadhara Pandit, the external appearance. The great devotee Mukunda Dutt was telling Gadadhara Pandit about the wonderful Vaishnava. And Mukunda Dutt suggested that they go and have his darshan. When they arrived, they saw what appeared to be a complete sense gratifier. Pundari Vidyanidhi, who was dressed opulently, surrounded by wealth, in gorgeous attire, and living in the royal palace, with servants all around him. His hair was oiled and perfumed. He wore expensive ornaments, and he appeared to be a materialistic person. He was lying on a beautiful bedstead and eating very opulent foodstuffs. When Gadadhara Pandit saw him, he thought, where is the sadhu? Where is the special devotee? Mukunda Dutt told Gadadhara Pandit, you like to associate with pure devotees. There is a powerful pure devotee who just arrived in our day. Let's go and see him. Gadadhara Ponti was so happy. He was jubilant. Yes, I want to see a pure devotee. So they went to see Pundari Vidyandidi to the surprise of Gadadhara Ponti, who is a simple devotee. He's a simple devotee right from his childhood. He does not know anything about sending application. He has no material experience, so to speak, but he knows everything. So when he saw Pundari Vidyandidi, his appearance was completely different from what he expected the pure devotee to be. Pure devotee. Pundari Vidyandidi was sitting on the throne, the bedstead. It was the bed is made of gold. The throne is made of gold, ivory. The canopy on top of the throne he was sitting, it is of diamonds. The steps to climb to the bed, the step to climb to the throne, the asana, made of coral, pearls. His trash can, what he will spit in, is made of gold. They were fanning him from this side, and it was beautiful young girls, beautiful, fresh young girls who were doing the fanning. And it was a very big mirror before in his front and by both sides. The mirror was both sides, left and right, and also in the front. So Pundari Vijayanidhi was sitting on this exalted throne, chewing bitterness and looking at himself. He looked in the mirror to see himself. And he would wink his eyes. Yes. And look at the beautiful girl both sides and smile seductively towards them. And the girl would smile also, appreciating his gesture. So for a strict brahmachari who have never had such experience, to see this, it's uncalled for. So he was disturbed. Where is the sadhu? Where is the special devotee? It cannot be this one because he's a gross negative fire. I would like to see that devotee. That is why I came here. I came here for that devotee. Let me have his association. And when Gadadhara Pandit entered, and Mukunda Dat also entered, Pundari Vidyanidhi saw both of them, and he asked, who is this boy? I can see that the devotion he is practicing is showing so much in his body, in his life. Yes. But because Pundari Gadadhara Pundi was so simple, he didn't hear that. At least he would have understood. A person who is seeing this, be a different person. But he just looked at the external appearance. And he was somewhat disturbed in his mind. So he asked, where is the sadhu? Where is the special devotee? All right? Mukunda Dad was able to see the mind of Gadadhara Pandit. A friend who is actually a friend will always help the friend in all circumstances from the heart. So Mukunda Dad perceived Gadadhara Pandit's mentality and began to chant a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam about the amazing pastime in which Krishna gave liberation to Putana, the demonic witch who tried to poison Krishna by awarding her the position of his mother in the spiritual world. Srimad Bhagavatam 32:23. Aho Bhakijam Tanakala Kutam Tigam Sayapaya Yeta Prasadvi Libegatim Datri Uchitam Tatuniam Kambadayalum Saranam Tajema. Oh, how wonderful it is! Putana, the sister of Bakasura, wanted to kill Krishna by smearing deadly poison on her breasts and having Krishna take it. Nonetheless, Lord Krishna accepted her as his mother, and thus she attained the destination befitting Krishna's mother. Of whom should I take shelter but Krishna, who is most merciful? Huh? Putana, the witch. Here we don't see, but she was 12 miles long, the height, 12 miles. So people were not able to see Krishna. The Brajabasi have to use ladder to climb Putana's body to pick up Krishna from her chest. That is height of Putana, 12 miles. Before she became Putana, she was a sister, the daughter of Bali Maharaj. When she saw Vaman Dev so sweet, so small, with a smiling, gently composed and attractive, so sweet boy, beautiful, handsome, the sweetness entered into her heart. So she meditated. I wish I would have this boy as a son. How I wish this boy become my son. Krishna is in the heart. She had it. But when Krishna chastised Bali Maharaj, Putana became very angry and her desire changed. I wish I would kill this boy who insulted my brother, my father. So she had these two desires in her heart, and Krishna fulfilled both of them. Krishna accepted her as a nurse. Not like she's on the same position. We hear the mother here. We hear mother here. We should know that there are seven kinds of mothers. A nurse is one of the mothers. Biological mother is the Mother Yasoda. So we should not think that she's on the same position with Mother Yasoda. She was promoted to Goloka to act as Krishna's nurse. Therefore, she is described here as a mother. So, Krishna sucked her breast milk along with her life. and sent her to Goloka Vrindavan, fulfilling her desire. When Pundaripinanidi had this verse from Mukunda, and Mukunda's voice, he is a powerful singer. When he sings, the stone will melt. So when he's not like what we did, when Mukunda recited this verse, it entered into the ear of Pundari Bijanidi and penetrated his heart, his Krishna conscious heart. He lost consciousness. Next, Pundarit Vidyanidi's ecstatic response. Pundarit Vidyanidhi lost external consciousness. Just by hearing these verses, Pundarit Vidyanidhi went into a deep trance. The trance went for 6 to 7 hours. He was unconscious. After he fell from his throne, smashed the crown, the valuable gemstone of crown on his head, he smashed it on the ground, all the jewels on his body, everything scattered everywhere. He fell to the ground. And the speed he fell, 300 people were unable to hold him still. That is a substance of pure love of Godhead. I was in trance for 6 to 7 hours. Not conscious. He was fully unconscious. He lamented over his misfortune, contemplating how Krishna gives liberation even to the demons. Yet, he had not received the Lord's mercy. Many servants and friends could not control him. He began to thrash out in ecstasy, even destroying many of his furnishings. His body became absorbed in a trance of Krishna prayer. He stayed in that state for many hours. Gadadhara Pandit could then understand that he had been thinking offensively. I had not recognized the devotional character of Pundari Vidyanidhi. When Gadadhara Pandit saw the manifestation of ecstatic love for Pundari Vidyanidhi, he became apprehensive. He was worried about his previous thinking. Assumption is very dangerous. Assumption, very dangerous. All of you can try to remember how many times we assume something and later discover that it was 100% opposite. I have many. So it took some time for Pundari Vidyanidhi to regain consciousness, external consciousness. He went very deep. That means what? That means he left the spiritual immaterial world and entered into his spiritual atmosphere and enjoy himself there with Krishna a long time before he came back to external consciousness. So Gadadhara Pandit watched and saw this amazing demonstration of Pundari Vidyanidhi's exalted Krishna consciousness. So he was able to understand, I've made a great mistake considering a pure devotee to be ordinary person because of his external position. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has already told devotees that the person who is calling Father, no devotee will recognize him when they see him because he dressed differently and he behaved differently. But his Christian consciousness is completely inside, reserved only for those who are on that level, like Mukunda. They are childhood friends, so he knows him, not because of that alone. He knows his spirituality because he's a pure devotee. Also, he knows Pandita position as a pure devotee. Maharaj Pesabano in Christian Lila, who is the father of Gadadhara Pandit. Gadadhara Pandit is the effulgence of Srimati Radharani. So Gadadhara Pandit is actually the in his previous life, she. Now he is she. He is he. Now he is he. But in the past, it was she. He, she. So this is what happened in our lineage. That a Krishna desire, his pure devotees can also expand in different forms to give him the rasa he wanted. So they can be manjaris, gopis, and they are also now pundit, rulers, like Swarup Damodara Goswami is she and now he, a teacher, a philosopher. So, Mukund, he knows him. That is why he took Gadadhara Pandit there. Because he knows himself. He will not go to Ganga in the daytime because he doesn't like to go and see people washing their feet, washing their clothes, washing their utensils inside Ganga. He considered this a disrespect. He will only go to Ganga only in the night when nobody is there. And he will take little sip. And on daily basis, before he deity worship, he must take little of Ganga water before he will do his deity worship. That is how he does Ashaman before his deity worship. All right. So what did Gadadhara Pandit do? Going internal through reflections. Recognizing hidden devotion. 10 minutes. By hearing a special pastime about Krishna, Pundarik Vidyanidhi became immediately absorbed, showing his complete disinterest in his physical environment and situation. When he had something connected to his worshipful Lord, his consciousness became ecstatically absorbed in the experience of prayer. Personal reflection. What assumption do I make about devotees who don't fit my mental image of saintliness? 2, how can I gauge genuine devotional absorption versus external show. Discussion. What are the signs of genuine devotional absorption that transcend external presentation? Haribo, you have few minutes, 10 minutes to go into deliberation. Wish you success in your deliberation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev. Dear devotees, we will now enter into our breakout rooms for 10 minutes. Please ensure that when you see the prompt to join the breakout rooms, you click on the join button. Otherwise, you might remain dangling. And regarding the 10 minutes, we will try to follow this pattern of contemplating on our own for first 5 minutes, and then every devotee in a group can briefly talk about their realizations in, let's say, less than 30 seconds, and every group can have a group representative, and later on they can discuss those points in the main channel with our Srila Gurudev. So you will see the prompts now. Please ensure that you click on the join button. Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for taking out time for the deliberations. We are now here ready to hear from the group representatives. You please raise your hand, virtual hand, and then we will hear from you, and we'll have certain contemplations in the main channel.
Did you know that you miss out two devotees? Did you allow them to join anywhere? Did you see?
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Did you notice that you didn't allow two devotees to participate in any group?
No, Gurudev, as per my list, I have assigned everybody.
No, two devotees that didn't participate.
Oh,
One and one Mataji. They were not allowed to join any group. They didn't assign to any group. Please, you should check this.
sure, Gurudev. Check.
Humble apologies, Srila Gurudev. We will be
Sure.
more mindful. So I would like to reflect on the points that we discussed in the group. I request other group representatives to please raise their hands. So there were three questions. First was like, what are the what assumptions do I make when I see devotees who don't fit my mental image of saintliness? So, and devotees in the group were sharing that sometimes we see devotees according to their age, knowledge, and appearance. We see them wearing tilak, dhoti, carrying a bead bag, and we consider them to be a devotee at certain level. So we inherently decide their level basis their appearance and um, how they carry themselves. But that's the not that's not the right approach. Saintliness of a devotee shall be considered on their qualifications, on the behaviors they deal with, and the intensity of sadhana they practice with. And devotees also gave the examples of Sukadev Goswami, who, while reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, was very young, but the most qualified to put. So yeah, that was covered for point one. And one more point in this, like sometimes let's say we are practicing under some counselor and some other devotees are practicing under some different counselor. So externally it may appear that there are differences into our practices. Underlying things are of course same bhakti, but externally there might be differences, and sometimes we think that okay, they are different, and we try to bring an image that they are not fitting into the mental image of saintliness because they are not following the same way that we do. The second question was, how can I gauge genuine devotional absorption versus external show? So one of the points that came in this question is like, sometimes you also, Srila Gurudev, have mentioned that many kirtaniyas have very good vocal and they will sing very nicely. It will appear very absorbing, but that does not mean that they are absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Again, genuine devotional absorptions reflects in their behavior and the sincerity with which they follow. And regarding the third question, what are the signs of genuine devotional absorption? Devotees mention that, let's say, you are not doing a show off of your sadhana. You are consistently, let's say, waking up early in the morning, completing the rounds, fasting, performing austerities, without making a show of that you are doing all of these things is one of the signs of a genuine devotional absorption. You just don't want to put it out there like how well you are practicing. And one more point was, Srila Gurudev, like one should practice irrespective of their level, one should practice under the guidance of some senior Vaishnavas. Um, just in case they feel deviated, the senior Vaishnava will help them guide. They will help them guide and bring them back to the genuine devotional practice level. These are the certain points we discussed, Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Thank you all very much. Your contribution, very good.
We will request Shuddha Bhakt Bhataji for her reflections next.
Hare Krishna, Sri Gurudev Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my most humble and respectful obeisances unto the dust of your divine and beloved lotus feet again and again. So the point which we discussed for first reflection is one devotee said that I don't express my internal assumption to them. I try to remain humble. And others said that due to our false ego and materialistic mind, we our mind create image. It also depend on how our relationship is with that person. And one point I would like to add that we should direct our mind if it is try to making image that it is very dangerous for us for our devotional life. And for second reflection, devotee shared that those who are genuine don't have any false ego, no duplicity. They are gentle and humble. And one devotee shared that real devotee don't show their devotion outside because bhakti is internal subject. And one devotee give example of Pingala, and false devotee try to show off for material gain, for any post or and for anything in temple or anything else. And for third discussion, one devotee shared that genuine devotee is very humble and kind, and they are always fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness activity. Externally they may be doing any material activity, but they are always connected to super soul internally. Example Jad Bharat. And one devotee said that they don't remain attached to any opulence. They always try to remain engaged in devotional service without showing it externally. Thank you so much, Sri Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Thank all of you for the contribution.
We would like to hear from Brahmani Mataji next.
Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev, please accept our most humble obeisances unto your lotus feet.
Thank you.
Okay. So for the first question, the assumptions we make about devotees who don't fit our mental image of saintliness, some of us have shared that there were circumstances where they've judged devotees to seem too common or too simple, not very advanced. And when they got closer, they realized that that devotee was actually very elevated, was very firm in their Krishna consciousness. And also, unfortunately, they had also experiences of other devotees who seemed to be very advanced, but time showed that they were not really humble and sincere due to them falling from their position or even being very critical of others. So some of us had this experience from both sides, and that one nice example that one devotee gave was that we have many different gurus in our lineage, and they all have different moods and different personalities that makes one realize that it's our assumptions, our judgments that create those stereotypes about saintly persons. So those saintly persons are actually to be appreciated and not observed or scrutinized. Then and that we as Vaishnavas, we should never judge others. Also, some devotees presumed that the other Vaishnavas were not so knowledgeable or spiritual due to that ignorance. And another example is that maybe if we were living in the time where Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda were here, we probably wouldn't be able to recognize them. So For the second question, how to gauge genuine devotion absorption versus external show. One of the ways we can do that, even though we're not pure devotees, but we can observe their service attitude and their humility and how they relate to other devotees. That's one way we can try to identify those devotees. But some of us share that they cannot still distinguish pure devotees due to not being on that level. And for the signs of genuine devotional absorption, some of us don't really have an experience to be around people who are devotionally absorbed, but as described in our scripture, some of the symptoms are involved into how these devotees describe Krishna or how do they behave when Krishna is being mentioned in the pastime. So this can be observed according to our scriptures. Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev. Thank you very much.
Very good sharing from all of you. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
For the next group, we have Hamsaduta Prabhuji to hear from.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please can you accept my humble respect to presences to your divine little feet. All glory to the wonderful Assam devotees. All glory to Jaguru Shri Prabhupada. Maharaj, our group, we are not be able to discuss and we didn't have a leader, but I read my hands and I want to share my reflection. The first question, sometimes we assume about the devotees if they are not doing what everybody is doing, especially the service in the temple. But sometimes people are not doing because they have different service which we are not seeing it, or do it in different hours. So we mistakenly judge them wrongly, which is not good. And the second question, the saintly of a devotee, it is not external appearance or speech or dress, but the humility and behavior. It's not about how somebody speaks or how he appears or how he speaks, but it is his behavior and his humility. And the third one is a genuine devotees, they don't do anything for fame or gain, because they are doing it for Krishna. So they are detached from everything they are doing. So this is my contribution. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for sharing. Realization to contemplation. Very good.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Prabhuji. This is getting interested day by day. We are getting to hear so nice reflections from all the devotees in a very short time. And we will now like to proceed ahead with our slides. Over to you, Srila Gurudev.
Perfect rectification through surrender. How do you think Gadadhara Pandit responded to this revelation? Gadadhara Pandit not only apologized, but he asked Mahaprabhu and others if he could take shelter of Pundari Vidyanidhi by initiation. In this way, he not only received forgiveness for the offense, but he made restitution also. This is a nice example of the point we have been discussing. We may wonder, well, why did he do that? Gadadhara Pandit was so devotional and sincere that Krishna allowed him to show us a perfect example of elevated Vaishnava behavior. Mukunda Dutt and Gadadhara Pandit are eternal servants of Krishna, who are already pure. An offense was made as part of the Lila Holo Chaitanya. And Gadadhara Pandit showed us how to receive Anugraha, the favor of a great soul. But Gadadhara Pandit cannot make offense because he's not the condition soul. He's not a fool. He's not neophyte devotee. He is expansive. So that cannot That cannot be, that person cannot be under ignorant, cannot be a fool that will not recognize his own father and make such a blunder. No. What is here for us to know is the message Gadadhara Pandit is trying to convey to us, that we should be very careful with assumption. For Gadadhara Pandit, Pandit Vidyanidhi, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is Lila. It's a Lila for them. For us, it is a lesson. What they're teaching us, we should not have perfect assumptions on someone. We have discussed the other day that we should treat everyone nicely. Since we don't know who is who, we should treat everyone nicely according to the best of our ability. Because you don't know, that's security. So Gadadhara Pandit is teaching us here that we should be careful with assumption. He's not learning. He's not learning. He cannot, a pure devotee cannot come from a spiritual to come and misbehave here. That is not possible. He's teaching us a lesson. So, His Holiness Gogvina Maharaj said, Gadadhara Pandit, after seeing this, he considered, let me take initiation for him. Let me become his disciple so he can chastise me and drag me by the ear. In this way, I will get purified from his chastisement for my offense. So he took initiation. And Pundaribidandi told him, he gave me a day, social days and auspicious day. He should bring him here and I will give him initiation. And when he went and told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, take it now, down now, go and take the initiation from him now. Don't delay. So he took initiation from Pundaribidandi. When he became a disciple, he won't get chastised severely, so can get purified. That is a process. No arrogance here. There's no pride here. Everything was devotionally done because both of them are pure devotees. They can perform this at very nicely. We have mentioned many times that Christian will not use a condition so to represent it because we will not make it. So he usually pure devotees to represent it. Because for them it's a drum, it is a lila. Even though he is a pure devotee, he took initiation. So he can have a spiritual master who will guide him, direct him, correct him, punish him when necessary. In this way, we make advancements and will not repeat such nonsense again. Mukunda Datta and Gadadhara Pandit are eternal servants of Krishna who are already pure. An offense was made as part of the Leela. Yes. For them, it's a Leela. For us, it is a teaching, it's a lesson. Hari Hari Bol. The complexity created by Aparadhas. People who have offended Vaishnava will have to suffer so much. For some of them, the only way they can be freed from all reactions is to become devotees. In other words, the reaction can be so overwhelming that they must now take to the devotional process, become absorbed in the process of purification, and in this way make not only an adjustment, but make restitution as well as receive forgiveness. This story was meant to give us more focus on how to rectify ourselves, rectify our offenses. We should not be afraid when we can't act genuinely in devotional service. We can act with ease or comfort, but we must at least remind ourselves to be very careful. This is the word we use, very careful. We do not commit Aparadhas. If we do not commit Aparadhas, our devotional creepers, our devotional lives will become very difficult. If we do commit Aparadhas, yes, if we do commit Aparadhas, our devotional careers, our devotional lives will become very difficult. That which could have been easy becomes complex. That is true. That is true. All right. Realization through contemplation. Continue your 30-day notebook with today's focus on recognizing and rectification. External judgment, awareness, 4 minutes. Write about one devotee you have judged based on external appearance. What assumptions did you make? What devotional qualities might you have missed? Practice the Bhagavatam test. Observe who becomes absorbed when Krishna topics are discussed. 2. Complete rectification planning. 3 minutes. If you realize you have misjudged a devotee, plan beyond apology. Like Gadadhara Pandita, take initiation. How can you honor them through action? Write one concrete way to demonstrate genuine respect in this week. 3. Preventing others Aparadhas. 3 minutes. Reflect. Do I behave in ways that might cause others to offend me? Ask. Am I creating situations where others might judge me unfairly? Commit to presenting yourself in ways that help others see your devotional sincerity. And last one, remember, we should protect both our own creeper and others' creepers. Yes, it's a teamwork. That is why we are together. It is not that I should become pure and you should not, or you should become and I should not. Both of us have to put our heads together to make it work. All right. Party meditation. Daily meditation. It is so important to try always to think well of others and serve them as best as we can. Yesterday we mentioned it. One of the ways to transform lust into love. To treat everyone kindly. Hare Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev, for the nourishing feast. We will now have few questions. I see hands of Romil Mataji. Would you like to go first, Mataji?
Yes, Babaji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisance, Maharaj, onto your lotus feet. Maharaj, just now we had a discussion about that whether to determine who is genuine devotee and who is doing the external show. So, first of all, I want answer from your end, like how you would like to give a light on this. And secondly, if we are thinking this way that they are doing external show and all, then we won't be able to follow this meditation that we have discussed, that we should always think well of others. And so this is the doubt, Maharaj. And one more thing is there, Maharaj, I wanted to ask that
If a person is a genuine devotee, I assume that if a person is a genuine devotee, then he will have a good opportunities in devotional life. Like he'll have a good association, will get to serve pure devotees, and will have lot of opportunity wherein he can grow well. So, is this assumption correct or is it wrong, Maharaj? I think I have asked so many questions and confused you.
I will try.
Thank you, Maharaj.
If a devotee is genuinely practicing, we are mentioned before, if a devotee is very sincere and a good practitioner, we don't have to assume who is who. We mentioned before, a Christian shows who is pure devotee. It will show. Everything we're doing shows. One day, two devotees came to complain something. You know. This Prabhu is always talking with this girl. I said, what's the problem? I also talk with this girl. And I said, no. You talk with this girl. This man is talking about girl. You are talking is different. He is talking a different thing. And when I look into it, it was true. Everything we are doing shows. We just need a simple sincerity. It will show. It will show. Christian is not sitting in the heart for nothing. He's sitting here to give direction according to our level of connection with him. He wants to be very
क्रीम
sincere.
वगैरे लावलं तेल लावतात बॉडीला ह्या बॉडीला क्रीम लो इकडे तेल लावते दार बंद करून दाखवते कसं
Have you finished answering the question?
Yes, Maharaj.
Not you. Are you the one speaking? Somebody was answering your question instead of me.
No, I was not speaking to anyone, Maharaj.
Not you. Somebody was.
Yes.
Were you the one speaking or somebody was speaking? Somebody was speaking.
Someone was speaking. But I heard you, Maharaj, that Krishna will show us who is who. Instead of we.
There's no confusion. There's no confusion. We simply have to be very sincere and straightforward in our dealings. And then Krishna will do the rest by showing us who is who. So you don't have to assume. If I'm assuming means that I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I'm expecting somebody at the during the during the how is it? The devotees were sharing their realizations together. If we practice nicely, Krishna will show us. Because many devotees I have seen in the temple, they dress the deity very nicely. They give class, they recite scriptures perfectly. When they go back to their house, they don't give chance to their children to practice. They're angry if they see their children practicing. They are also themselves not behaving properly. They are fighting. Husband and wife, they are fighting in the house. But in the temple, they are pure devotees. In the house, they're different. So when you see someone have dressed the deity very nicely, oh, this is a pure devotee. But go to the house and see if it's a pure devotee, how pure devotee the person is. That's assumption. But once you know, one time, my social master, we had a festival used to have annual festival. And one devotee was glorified as the best devotee of the year. A good day gave him award. A good day gave him award. He's the best devotee of the year. So he got award. All the devotees were congratulating, jubilating, were celebrating him. I was silent. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I was silent. So one devotee observed me that one devotee were celebrating that God brother as the best devotee of the year. And Gurudev gave him an award. And devotee were celebrating that his success. So you notice that I was silent. I didn't say anything. So after everything, so he came to me. He said, Prabhu, why are you not celebrating? I said, celebrate what? See, this God brother, Gurudev gave him an award. He's the best devotee of the year. And my response was not very good. I told him that Prabhu is a rascal. What? A devotee Gurudev give a word. You say he's a rascal. I say, Prabhu is a rascal. So he's a rascal. That means that Gurudev is glorifying a rascal. You must be a rascal. So I didn't say anything to this devotee again. I only told him that this boy is a rascal. But the dilemma was, but Gurudev glorifying him. So how is it a rascal? How is he a rascal? You know, not up to 2 months. This devotee has a very serious case that he left the practice, he left the movement. Then that devotee I told that this Govardhan being glorified is a rascal, he came to me and he was offering obeisance in Banchakara. I said, what is the problem? He said, no. Remember, I came to you the other day. I said, yes. This boy has a problem. I said, what's the problem? It's a base devotee. How can you say he has a problem? When I say he's a rascal, he didn't believe me. He said I was making offense. I said, no. Now he broke principle with one girl, and now it's a case. That is how he left the movement. So that is a best devotee of the year, right? That's the best devotee of the year. And he had illicit sex. Not that he nicely arranged marriage. He got married. He even married the girl. He left the girl. Both of the girls, both of these two, the girl he has affair with, and the pregnancy that came from the girl, they are in the movement, practicing with difficult. Now, why Gurudev glorify him? He is a rascal. Gurudev appreciated the external things he did. The external management he did was nice. So Gurudev glorified him for that. Which was also very dangerous for him because a pure devotee is glorifying you. You should be very careful. You should check if he's encouraging me to do something better, which we normally don't do. We don't go to that side. Rather, we take the wrong side. Oh, Gurudev is the best devotee. If the ego will multiply and he will fall. If you want to punish a person who is proud, you give him a big position, that person will have problem in 2 minutes. So this Prabhu left. But So, but why I did not glorify him? Not because I'm a pure devotee, because I was just trying to be sincere. So I could see that the devotee was not proper. And it came out. So if you are a little sincere, you try to be sincere, a Christian will show us everything. That is the point we're making. So there will not be confusion, no speculation. And then no assumption to misunderstand a pure devotee for a fool and a fool for pure devotee.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for wonderful explanation. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Shweta Mataji, can we please hear from you?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Danvat Pranam. My humble and respectful obeisances unto you. My question is, how can we know our spiritual master is happy with us or not? So, like, I keep on messaging you so much, telling you everything. I think in my mind, my spiritual master must be pissed off. But I have no one, so I think I should tell to you. So, but I don't know whether I'm doing right or wrong.
If I come to you and say, Sweta Devi, can I get a cup of water from you? You bring the water. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Can you get me apple juice? When you bring, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it was apple mango I was about to take. How will you feel? How will you feel?
That I'm not following you. Might be I will feel pity that next person is not understanding me.
Yeah, it's
Might
okay to treat the next person not understanding you, but you should also understand that person as well. You know that only that person try to understand you. You should also try to understand the person.
then how can I come to know what's right and wrong, and how can I understand my spiritual master?
Ask him. You should ask him.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Um. So, what is the humble way to ask and approach him?
Not here. Not here. This is a class. Not here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Sadhut Prabhuji, we would like to hear your question next.
Hare Krishna, once again, dear Gurudev. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much for the wonderful journey you have taken us through. It's really, really amazing, and we can't thank you enough for your priceless mercy over us. I wanted to ask this question yesterday. Maharaj, as a devotee, between hope and faith, which one do you have to dwell more on that? Most of the times, we have a lot of hopes and we're beginning to pray to Krishna over it. And it is said that when all hope is lost is where Krishna glorifies himself. That you are hoping for something and you'll be hoping and hoping and hoping and it will not come. But when you become hopeless, then it comes. And as a devotees, we are obliged to have faith in Krishna and our Gurudev. And this sometimes becomes very, 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 very confusing. That do the devotees still have to have hope, or do they have to dwell more on faith? This is my humble question, Guru Maharaj.
Srila Prabhupada said that he was talking to one of his disciples. The case we have at hand is like a hopeless case, but you know very well that I'm always hopeful. I'm always hopeful. That is Prabhupada. He is always hopeful. Means what? That he has faith in Krishna, Krishna is going to do something. He has that confidence. He has that faith that Krishna will do something. I'm talking to a person who knows me. He's his father. He's my father. I know that I don't have any shelter else aside from him. Our difficulties are we don't have that faith in Krishna. We don't understand who he is, and we don't have the confidence. Then we are like hopeless. A devotee is hopeful because his or her faith is that Krishna is always there. He's always there. Not that he's not there. Krishna is always there all the time. It is me who is not there, not Krishna. So a devotee who knows this is always hopeful because his faith is that my Lord is always there and he is always there and he will always be there for me. That is why you see pure devotee, Prabhupada is hopeful. Rupa Goswami told us that. Asabandha. What is the meaning of Asabandha? Who can tell us? Asabandha. What does it mean? This is Rupa Goswami's words. Pretty mind. Asabandha means what? Yeah, muted.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
we're waiting
Shri
for you.
Gurudev. Hope against hope.
Asa means what?
We always have the desire, hope against hope.
Yes. We hope. There is a hope. This Rupa Goswami said. The hope. And you see all their prayers, it is towards these principles of hoping for the best. I hope this letter meet you in good health. I hope you are doing well in a Krishna consciousness. We are hopeful. Why hopeful? Because we have faith. If you have no faith, you cannot be hopeful for anything. So, devotees are always hopeful. And there are scientific reasons why we should be hopeful in Krishna consciousness. Why? He's a supreme eternal person. He's a supreme well-wisher. He's my father. So many pastimes have taken place. So many pastimes have been demonstrated, have been performed, have been said, mentioned by our chariots to give us hope in Christian consciousness. So why I should not have faith in that? If you have no faith in them, we will not have hope that I will be there. So we are hopeful. Yes. The Prabhupada say, stick to this process, your success is guaranteed. So I'm hopeful. Why should I not believe that? If I don't believe that, then I have no hope. If I believe like that, then I have hope. that yes, it will happen to me. Oh, when will this become my? When will Symmetry show me a merciful glance? It means what? I'm expecting. Why am I expecting? Because I have hope that I will get it. Why? The faith that is there is giving me that confidence, giving me that hope that yes, I will get it if I wait for her mercy. Yesterday we were looking at that verse 10:14:8. Look at that yesterday. This verse, anyone who has full understanding about this verse can be a pure devotee. This person will become 100% hopeful, 100% faithful, and the result will come, manifest. I hope you are doing well. I hope you understand me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear Gurudev.
Thank you, Srila
Thank
Gurudev.
Thank you so much.
Srila Gurudev, we have two more questions from the chat box. One question is from Gaur Dayanath Prabhuji. He wants to know, he has two questions. He mentions that the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam that speaks about Krishna's mercy on Putana, quoted to Pundarik Vindyanidhi, is the same verse quoted by Brahmanas sent by Srila Vyasdev to bring back Srila Sukadev Goswami. Is there any connection between these two Leelas?
I didn't get the question. Which connection?
I will reread the question, Maharaj. It says the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam that speaks about Krishna's mercy on Putana, quoted to Pundarik Vidyanidhi, is the same verse quoted by the Brahmanas sent by Srila Vyasdev to bring back Srila Sukadev Goswami.
Okay. Okay. I understand. Yeah, this is one of the verses. It's one of the verses that yesterday sent a disciple to Sukadev Goswami. Yeah, this is one of them. And then when he came, he gave the whole Bhagavad. He narrated the whole Bhagavad. So that's the first place Bhagavatam was given in a narration form. Samyak Plus. Uttar Badri. Yes.
Guru Maharaj, is there any correlation between these Leelas? Like Srila Vyasdev inviting Srila Sukadev Goswami and you know, like it is being spoken on Krishna's mercy on Putana as quoted by Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Is there any correlation? Because the verse is same.
The point is the mercy. Krishna is very merciful. Like he doesn't look at the ill intention of Putana. He accepted the fact that she's offering a service to him.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. Another question from Gauradayanath Prabhuji is, Gadadhar Pandit offense was mental. It didn't become a verbal or physical offense. Yet, it is considered an aparadha. How should we analyze this Leela regarding offenses to sadhus, especially since Srimad Bhagavatam states that in Kali Yuga, mental offenses are not taken into account unless they are externalized?
Mental offense are not taken account because it's not immediate. It is taken in account. Everything we do is considered. Everything. In Kali Yuga, it will not manifest immediately, but that does not mean that it is not taken in account. It is there because if I'm constantly thinking bad about you, one day it will become verbal. Because it is growing. I'm thinking of the negative about you. It will grow. It's growing, growing. One day it will grow to become verbal and gross. It begins from mental. So in the Satya Yoga, it manifests immediately. In Kali Yoga, it doesn't manifest immediately. It takes some time to manifest. So we should not think that if I'm committing mental offense, it will not become mature. Therefore, I'm safe. We are deceiving ourselves. We are not safe. Better not to have these contaminations in the heart. Because everything has a beginning and it will become mature eventually.
Srila Gurudev, one follow-up on this. So sometimes we don't want to think something, but the thought automatically pops up into our mind, and we immediately realize that this thought is not good, and we want to discard that thought immediately. I understand that this is mainly because we are carrying a lot of garbage within our hearts, but how to rectify this?
You can rectify it by feeling sorry about it.
Okay.
I'm begging for forgiveness. I'm very sorry that this demon had, but you cannot stop the mind from it because the mind is conditionally contaminated. So this thing comes true, but we don't allow it to stay. Now we know that this is wrong. So I allow to say, we feel sorry about it and beg for it. I'm very sorry that the demon just passed through now and contaminate me. Please, we beg and chant to rectify it. That is what we should do.
Thank you, Sriman. One last question for the day is from Vishnu Murthy Sivak Prabhuji. He says, let's say we have some devotees who are not treating me well, they are not doing good with me. Naturally, I develop negative feelings for them. How to purify this thought and how not to develop negative feelings for them? If the devotees are not treating me well or not doing good with me.
If we want to be purified, then we should stop taking it negatively. We should always remember that, yes, the devotees who are treating me like this are my well-wishers because they are helping me to pay my debts. I have done this to people or to them in a past life, so they are paying it to me now. Let me kindly accept it and get purified and move forward. Because if I become angry with them, if I become disturbed with them and start planning evil towards them, I'm simply complicating the situation. So I should understand they are paying me for all my wrongdoing. Let me be patient. I should not hurt them. I should tolerate it. And with time, it will go. When I'm finished with the debt, it will finish, be off my head. The same people will not be hating me again. They will start loving me. They will start liking me. The same people. Because the time is over. I've finished paying that. But if I continue to complicate it, to continue to add to it, I will not finish paying because I'm adding. So it will continue. Friction between it will continue. But if I remain patient and allow it to happen, I'm paying. And if you pay the debt finish, you become a free person. So a person who is helping us to pay the debt off should be our well-wisher. So we should see them like that.
All right, thank
All
you.
right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. With this, we end our question series for
Hare
the
Hare
day.
Bol. ईश्वर ने स्पष्ट किया हमारे की जाए
Jai,
स्वभाव पर की जाए
Jai,
राधा शून्य की जाए
Jai. His Holiness
गौर
Prabhupada
भक्त वृंद की
Maharaj ki
जाए
Jai.
हरि हरि बोल See all of you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We were able to complete our session on time this day. We are very much thankful for all of you staying with us throughout this whole series, and wish you very happy Ekadashi and Bhishma Panchak and the entire of Kartik month. Forgive for any offenses. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. And for now, we'll have some bhajan. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Swetadeep Mataji, we can't hear the audio.
Swapa